is stuck in my life and I'm in hers, in Pride and Prejudice.
Split a windpipe.
We've done a sort of swap.
There's going to be a ball. At the ball you meet Darcy. You have to meet him, Elizabeth. It's what happens.
Bingley should be falling in love with Jane, and he's not. Everything I do is wrong.
Mr. Darcy was pretty spectacularly unfriendly.
Where does my sister go?
Netherfield.
There is to be heavy rain. She'll be soaked to the bone and catch the grip.
Jane!
Bennett, you must be frozen.
Sorry.
Miss Price,
Thank you.
I do not understand.
Miss Bennet came as you instructed. You invited her, yes? She came. Can you give me a hand? You must get this girl into bed.
Fever does not abate.
It's paracetamol. They'll bring down her temperature. Let's just... You sit down. Here you go. Can you pass them?
Charles, I've taken the liberty of ordering the phaeton to take Miss Price back to Longbourn.
What? No. Miss Price must stay here. She is the best possible nurse. She has paracetamols.
Then, of course, she must remain.
Miss Price, the night we spoke on the terrace, I must confess I cannot stop thinking of your lips. Of you. God, help me, Miss Price, your tongue...
Stay there. Stay. I never meant for that to happen. I'd been drinking. I was disorientated.
I'm drawn to you. I'm a man.
Oh, I'm a woman, and I'm drawn to other women.
You mean there really are ladies who steer the punt from the Cambridge end?
You bet. The other night I got carried away, and I'm sorry, but nothing like it is ever going to happen again. With me. Ever. It might, on the other hand, happen with her. Can't you see? It's her you love, not me. Open your eyes, Mr. Bingley, and see. I'm not that big on seafood.
Miss Price does not care for oysters. You may bring her the next course.
I have exchanged places, Mr. Darcy, with my friend Elizabeth. She is another sister of Miss Bennet. I expect you've heard great reports of Elizabeth's sparkling wit.
About Miss Bennet. You lied. Why?
God, I know you're supposed to be abrupt, but that's a bit stark.
I'm always stuck with liars.
Elizabeth, what can I say? You're welcome to him. Miserable sod.
Miss Price, you have an appetite to be proceeding so quickly to the logs ahead of Mr. Darcy? Or bring Miss Price another leash of birds. She's manifestly famished. Oh, now I shall not say another word. Clearly I've interrupted a most fluid and informed conversation.
How does Miss Bennet, Charles?
Better. Miss Price is most adroit in her treatment of the sick.
Mr. Bingley, have you considered giving a ball at Netherfield? Wouldn't it be a fun way to bring together people who, need to be brought together?
How I envy Miss Price, to be so inspirited by the mere thought of music that it quite sweeps away all anxiety for her friend. Now, after dinner, you must play for us at the pianoforte. No, I insist.
I'm sorry, I can't play. This.
The instrument is not to your satisfaction. Quel chagrin. Charles, you must send for another immediately.
She means she cannot play the piano. Any piano. Is that the truth of it, Miss Price?
How singular. But she can sing.
Of course she can sing. All ladies can sing.
My sister shall accompany you.
No, that won't be necessary. I will sing a song my mother used to sing to me when I was little. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown when you got worries. All the noise and the hurry seem to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. La 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 la, and the neon lights are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Everything's waiting for you.
What an instructive evening. If all else fails, Miss Price, you shall not want for supper, for you can sing. Good night, gentlemen. Money, Miss Price, the fortune to which you aspire in the immediate instance, may pass you by. But I am certain you shall not starve.
Remarkable angularity. No. Yet sung with...
No, I don't suppose I shall on 27,000 a year.
Brava, Miss Price. And whenever life is getting me down, I shall be sure to go downtown. Hey, Darcy.
With alacrity.
Do you perform, Mr. Darcy?
Not in your league, Miss Price.
Woo, smoulder alert.
I am for bed.
Sleep well, madam?
Miss Price, I have found it difficult to accommodate the knowledge of your private disposition. However, I have directed my eyes as you ordained, Miss Price.
Hungry.
Excellent, excellent. I shall send at once for gammon and eggs. And a brace of partridge. Nothing too substantial. You've been ill.
It may have seemed I was unaware of your nursing me. I was not. I thank you for your kindness.
Of course, I'm quite delirious with anxiety for Miss Bennet. With her sister Elizabeth being away for so long, I'm all behind like a duck's tail.
I understand your daughter is sufficiently recovered to receive...
Behold this tea. Does music give you pleasure, Mr. Darcy?
Good music played with esprit cannot fail to please.
My daughter, Mary, is prodigiously talented at music.
Mr. Darcy thinks of Miss Price singing when he speaks Vespri. The fact she has 27,000 a year does lend sparkle to her dreariest utterance.
What? Who told you that?
She did, unbidden, gleefully. Am I not ghoulishly indiscreet?
Jane, my heart has not beat right since I discovered you were gone. Oh, I would never have allowed you out in such a storm. Mr. Bingley, you are to be chided for drawing her here.
Quite so, Mrs. Bennet. From start to finish, my brother's every action has been unpardonable.
Mr. Bingley has been the quiddity of kindness. With the permission of my hosts, I'm quite ready to return home.
Come on, Bingers.
Oh, right you are. I'll bid you good day, madam.
Oh.
That was pathetic.
Do you have brothers, Miss Price?
One brother, Kevin.
Oh, how lovely. Does Kevin share your commodious residence?
I wouldn't share a bag of chips with Kev if it could be avoided. He's pretty feral. He's 15. Why doesn't he take a horse?
He cannot ride.
Why doesn't one of you take one?
They're not saddled. To ride without a saddle would be monstrously indelicate. On the subject of indelicacy, might I presume to advise you as you've advised me?
What is up to you?
Look to Mr. Darcy. He is an insufferable, proud man, but he has qualities he must have that are not immediately apparent. He is, after all, the bosom friend of Mr. Bingley. The formidable size of Mr. Darcy's income makes us silly in his eyes, I know. But your own wealth renders his fortune dwarfish. Such a woman he could respect.
Jane, Darcy is not for me. Darcy is for Elizabeth. It is her destiny to be with him. It is yours to be with Bingley.
I'm not fitted for Bingley.
Mama! See, we are rescued!
Ladies, I rather formed the impression you were satisfied to meet His Majesty's militia. Gentlemen, acquaint yourself with the roof. We have acquired a most precious cargo that must be stowed within.
You are most kind, sir. To whom do we owe the pleasure of this most felicitous offer?
Captain Wickham, madam, all felicity is entirely mine.
You are too kind, Mr. Wickham. Can I press you to take a dish of tea?
Alas, madam, we are indefatigable in the defence of the realm, but I shall, if I may, call some other day to pay my respects.
Back off, Wickham, I know you.
But I have not had the pleasure.
Get used to that.
The first duty of an officer is, after all, gaiety.
Mr. Bennet.
My dear Mrs. Bennet, how timely you are. At last, allow me to introduce my cousin, Mr. Collins.
Oh, my goodness. I am honoured, sir. I saw the carriage outside, but I didn't...
Oh, no, naturally. The phaeton is one of a fleet of 15 belonging to my patroness, Lady Catherine de Bourgh. She lent it me specifically for the purpose...
For the purpose, Mr. Collins?
Of visiting you, Mrs. Bennet. And making the acquaintance of your famously radiant and charming daughters. Is it they I see peeking, I wonder?
It is indeed. It is. This is Lydia. And, come. This is Kitty. Mary. She is prodigiously talented at music.